Okay, we are not quite at this level of cold just yet.
Oh, no.
Right? I mean, let's slow our roll.
Yeah.
But you can feel it the moment you step outside today. It is cooler, and those cooler months are ahead. And as the sun sets, the SAD comes out, Sam.
S.A.D, SAD. We're talking about seasonal affective disorder. Kind of every year you may face these symptoms. If you do, this is a good conversation for you, including feeling a little bit like that, sad, irritable. Sometimes you feel guilty that you feel sad and irritable, but you're also feeling a little lonely, a little depressed.
Yeah,
all of it.
That lack of light. Today is World Mental Health Day, so we wanted to get ahead of a big trigger of some people's mental health issues. Joining us now is Dr. Tony Puliafico. Did I say your name right?
You sure did.
All right.
Thank you.
He is a psychologist at New York Presbyterian Columbia University Irving Medical Center. And as we said, we all have said it, we felt these experiences. So tell us, does it really come down to simply lack of sunshine, or is there more going on?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's a great question. I think it's important, first of all, to distinguish between seasonal affective disorder and the wintertime blues or the wintertime blahs that many of us tend to experience. And that is quite common.
Yeah.
Seasonal affective disorder, on the other hand, is a serious mental health concern, oftentimes requiring treatment. What we do know is that for those of us who feel more down in the winter, it really does have to do with the shortening of days, the reduced sunlight, and that for some of us, not having as much sunlight affects us in a number of ways that makes us more vulnerable to feeling depressed or the onset of a depressive episode.
But it doesn't necessarily mean we have the disorder.
Correct.
Got it.
So there's that
Got it.
real
So there's
distinction.
two distinctions here. And so let's get back to seasonal affective disorder, known as SAD. Are there certain demographics that experience this more than others?
We see some differences. So we do see women experience seasonal affective disorder more so than men. We see adults more likely to experience SAD than children or teens. And because of the nature of it, for winter SAD, and there are some folks who experience some seasonal affective disorder in the summer, much rarer, but it's much more common in the winter.
Wow.
For those folks, it's much more likely to see in the northern US states compared to the south, where there's more daylight during those winter months.
Interesting.
I want to dive into the difference between, I guess, the low grade and the high grade part of this. Because, you know, I get a cough and I'm like, pop, it's the bad lung. You know, I always think it's worse than it's going to be. So if I feel a little bit depressed going into the shortening of the days and the cold air comes, that's totally different from what you're talking about.
Yes, that's absolutely right. So it's important to kind of see that difference between the less energy or the, you know, even a little bit of down mood that some of us feel as we're moving from summer into fall and winter.
And we can fix that just with a little activity or a little changing our schedule, but people who have SAD can't really fix it on their own, maybe.
It typically does and often does require treatment. SAD is a depressive disorder similar to depression. So there are, I think it's always important when someone feels like they're experiencing SAD to talk to their doctor or talk to a mental health professional. There are treatments that we know to be helpful for SAD.
But I got to ask you before I let you go, and I know the producer's going to kill me. How do you know that what you're experiencing is SAD as opposed to just winter blues?
It's a great question. I would say if you're experiencing persistent sadness for more than just a few days in a row, if it's going on for 2 weeks or more, if you're noticing changes in your sleep, real changes in your eating, you're withdrawing more, those are real signs of depression and particularly signs of SAD. And those would be times to speak with someone.
Thank you, Dr. Puliafico, for being with us. I hope a lot of people listen and this helped them.
Absolutely.
You're very
Thank
welcome.
you.
Appreciate it.